Hi friends, welcome back to my happy home, and if you're new, welcome. I'm your host Arelis. You guys, I am in full spring mode. Even though the weather outside is like fall, I am so ready for spring to get here. Now in this video I'm sharing with you 4 very simple and very affordable little DIYs you can use to decorate your tiered tray with. So if you are interested in what I'm going to create, then stay tuned. For this DIY, I'm going to be using some beads. I don't want them to be too large, and these are the sizes that I'm going to be using. So first I'm going to sort out a couple of the smaller and the medium sized beads. And I also have these cute square beads that spell out the word spring. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to be making a small bead wreath. And the smaller beads, I'm going to be painting them pink. And now that my beads are dry, I can move ahead with the next step. And I got this pink string I'm going to be using for the wreath. But first, to make it easier on myself, I'm going to lay down the pattern of how I'm going to be creating my little bead wreath. Now I decided to use a piece of string instead of a piece of metal wire because I didn't want my bead wreath to be in a circular shape, but more of a oval or more a egg shape, because this is a spring DIY and I thought it really resembles a egg. So next, what I'm gonna be doing is this frame that I had lying around. As you can see, I already painted it before, but I'm going to be painting it white for the next step of this DIY. And while my frame is drying, I'm moving on to the next step in this DIY. I had this package left over. There were some candles in them from IKEA, as you can see. And I thought I could use this for a DIY project. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna be cutting off a piece from this packaging in the same size as the back of the frame. And next I'm going to be cutting off some pieces from this decorative rope or twine, and I'm going to be cutting them in the same length of the piece of plastic that I just cut out of the packaging, and I'm going to be gluing them down one by one. Now this video is part of a challenge that is hosted by Fanny over at Creations by Fanny. She hosts this Twine It Up challenge each month, and every month she has a new co-host, and this month's co-host is Sandra over at DIYs at the Showens Nest. Now I will leave a link of the playlist in the description box below, as well as the link of both the hosts channels. Now make sure you check out the playlist and all the beautiful creations you can make using twine. And this is what it looks like after I'm completely done. But next I'm going to be cutting off all the excess edges and adding some glue to them just to prevent them from fraying. And after about 30 to 45 minutes the glue had dried, so I could place it back into the picture frame. And next it's time to bring in the little bead wreath that I just created. And to sprucing it up, I have this bag of little pieces, bits and pieces from leftovers spring decor I'm gonna be using. So I'm just sorting through it and see what I can use to create something beautiful. Now, I want to take this time to thank all of my subscribers. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I absolutely appreciate each and every one of you and all your love and support. Now, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I like to do everything home decor related. I'm all about creating a happy home on a thrift budget. I do DIYs, clean and decorate with me, and I do share thrift hauls every now and then. So I do hope that you like this type of content and that you would consider hitting that subscribe button and become a resident of my happy home. And I am also on Pinterest and on Instagram. Both those links will be in my description box, so I would love it if you would come over there and say hi as well. And I didn't want to glue down the entire bead wreath. I thought because it was loose, it was more playful. And this is the final result. I absolutely love how cute and adorable this DIY turned out. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. For this next DIY, I'm gonna be using these popsicle sticks. I still have a bunch of these left. Now I'm going to create a mini wooden crate. And first I'm starting off by laying down the sticks the way I need them in the 5 different sides of the crate, starting with the bottom. And as you can see, the bottom has 4 pieces, and all the sides of the wooden crate will be 3 pieces each. And as you can see here, I just measure out the pieces that I need to glue them together. And now that I have all the pieces glued down, I'm going to be painting them white. After giving all the pieces 2 coats of paint for a full coverage, I'm going to glue them together in the shape of the wooden crate. And next I'm using this piece of twine, and I'm gluing it down all around the upper edge of the wooden crate and the bottom edge of the wooden crate. Now, totally optional, you can also glue it on the 4 sides, the edges from top to bottom, if that makes any sense, in a vertical way. But I wanted to keep it simple, so I'm just doing it on the top and the bottom edge of the crate. And next I had these were from a package for a Easter garland. And I had this, I think, for 2 years already in my crafter stash. And I thought I could use them for this project. So I'm just sorting through them and see which one I like. And I absolutely love this pink with white florals that says spring is here. So I'm cutting this to size to fit on the side of the wooden crate. I remembered that I had some pink and white baker's twine, so I used that to make this cute little bow. And next I'm going to finish it off with some beads, gluing them down at the bottom of the crate to elevate it. And being the glam girl that I am, I decided to add these little rhinestone to it. And I wanted the crate to be quite simple, so I did only the front side of it. I had this white packaging stuff left over since I ordered so much more online these days. I used it in the bottom of the crate and added 2 Easter eggs and a piece of floral, and this is the end result. I absolutely love how cute and adorable this looks. Moving on to the next project, I had this little wooden box, and I have a ton of these, and you will see later what I had in them. And I also have, of course, some wooden clothespins left over. I think these are the final pieces that I have. So I'm going to be using them for this project. I'm going to remove the metal piece in between, and I'm going to be gluing them down one by one all around this little wooden box. Now I've left the box for about 15 minutes to dry before I went ahead and painted it. Now I painted it white, and you guys, that is just me. That is what I love, and that fits my decor, but that of course is totally optional. You can paint it in any color that you like or that fits your decor. Now after I gave it 2 coats of paint, this is what it looks like. And I moved on to this light pink, this blush pink, and I painted the creases of the box. Now this is what it looks like after it has dried, and I found these laces in my crafter's stash, and I thought the pink was so pretty, and I decided to use this on this project. Now this is no twine, I know, but I just wanted to use this lace. But just be creative. Instead of the lace, of course you can use different types of twine. You can use sizzle or whatever that you prefer, but I wanted to go with this lace. These pink acrylic florals are what was in the wooden box that I used as a base, and I've had a bunch of these, and I had these for such a long time. They were self-adhesive, but they are so old that it doesn't stick anymore, so I just use my glue gun. Next, I went ahead and decorated the box with some florals that I had lying around. Now let me know down in the comments below what is your thought on moss. I absolutely love to decorate with it, or well, let me rephrase that. I love the look of it, but I hardly use it. I try to stay away from it as much as possible, just the mess that it makes. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are. Do you like to use it, or do you stay away from it like I do? For a touch of Easter, I'm adding this colorful egg, and that's it. This is how it turned out. I absolutely love how adorable this looks. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think? And for this next project, I'm using this piece of cardboard, and basically you can use just about anything as long as it's a little bit sturdy. And next I am drawing 2 triangles, and as you can see, I don't measure out anything. I never do. I basically eyeball everything. So if you want to measure it out, that's fine. Just go ahead and do so, but I didn't feel I had to. So I'm cutting out actually 3 triangles. Next I'm taking my twine, and what I'm gonna do, I'm basically going to wrap these pieces that I just cut out completely in the twine. Now at this point I made the mistake of closing the top off completely with the twine instead of leaving a part open, and you will see that later on in this DIY why it would have been better to leave it a little bit open. So that's my tip to you in case you want to recreate this project. Just leave the top a little bit open. And just in case you haven't figured it out yet, I'm making twine wrapped carrots. Now I have this piece of twine left over. I'm going to pull it apart, and next I'm going to cut it in half and then repeat that same step twice. And I'm going to be using that for the carrot top. At this point it was better that the tops were open, or that I had some space left over to insert the pieces of twine for the carrot top. But anyway, as you can see, I did manage to make it work. But that's my tip to you in case you want to recreate this. Just leave a little bit open so you can easily insert the pieces of twine into the top. I still felt that the tops were too long, so I did decide to trim them off a little. And next I'm using the same piece of twine, and I'm going to wrap it around the top to give it more of a finished look. And here are all the DIYs put together. I absolutely love how each and every one of them turned out. So super adorable for the spring season. Now let me know down in the comments below which one is your favorite. Do you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. And that was it for this video. I hope that you have enjoyed this and that you could have gotten some inspiration to decorate your tier tray with for the spring season. Now don't forget to check out the playlist that is linked in the description box below. Until my next video, always remember to live, laugh and love and stay safe. Bye!